Hello and welcome to Simple Stamping Saturday. I have no brain. Do you know, there is something about doing Simple Stamping Saturday that makes my computer go doolally, because yet again it's gone funny. So I'm stripping lots of stuff out and starting again. So we're going for an old-fashioned recording. So I'm using flowing flowers even, today. Love this script. Oh, not that I'm actually using a sentiment with the script. I'm going to be using just a note. So, this is such fun, sending a card instead of a text. Really nice. In fact, I might use that for the simple version. Obviously, I have already done the stepped up versions, but let's use this for the simple version. So get that prepped. I'm on vanilla today. There is a reason for that, and it's because I've retro done. I generally retro do my cards, so I start at the casual, avid end of the whole spectrum and work back, but with a design in mind for the simple version. I'm using Gorgeous Grape. Had to check there for a moment, which may seem a bit of an odd colour to use with vanilla, but it actually does work. So I'm inking this up. Now this is a distinctive stamp, so you don't want to go mad. You don't want a really juicy ink pad. You want one that's you've had for a while and is not quite at the point where you need to re-ink it, but close. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to go up a bit. No, I'm going to come down a bit. Sorry, used to be indecisive. So we're coming down. And we have our lovely image. And then, sending a card instead of a text, I'm going to be brave and assume it's straight on the stamp. And just tuck that in underneath the, oh, worked. So this is just underneath the flower. And that, my friends, is the card. Nothing more than that. So, don't think you have to go terribly complicated, because you don't. I mean, that is just, isn't that just gorgeous? Simple and pretty and just perfect. Now, it is Simple Stamping Saturday, so we need to do something with the envelope. And I'm thinking, if I can find my sticky notes, which apparently I can't, I'm thinking we can stamp on the flap. So I'm just going to bring in a piece of scrap paper instead, just to cover up. You can see this was my prototype stamping, so just to cover up there. And I'm going to bring back in my, in fact I'm going to tear it so that I've got a piece under, piece under there and a piece on top. Right, ink pad. Let's push this all up a little bit so it's more central in the screen. And I'm just going to, using the same stamp, add flowers, preferably without putting my finger in the ink pad, to the flap. That's quite a nice straight edge, like that. So if we close this up and get rid of our pieces of scrap, we now have a really pretty decorated flap to our envelope. So that is my simple version, really quick, really easy. One ink pad, one stamp set, pack of vanilla note cards, and you're done. My first stepped up version, I've introduced the Subtles, this is actually Highland Heather, the Subtles design series paper pack, which is the 6x6 pack. And as I've said, I've used the just a note, but sending a card instead of a text is possibly better. So I've just cut a 3x4 3/4 piece of this paper, stamped the image twice, fussy cut, added a bow, which is from that beautiful lace that we've had for quite a while now, which is more of a vanilla than a white. And then I've got some of these pastel pearls, simple as that. Then for the more avid version, but still not difficult, I've added our pearlescent paper, which is in the annual catalogue, which is the catalogue we all forget when it gets closer to mini catalogues. I've made a background using the small stamp, so using this image, I've made a background on the pearlescent paper, and then just offset the two bits of paper. They're the same size, so they're 3x4 3/4, stamped on the pearlescent paper and fussy cut, and again added the pearls and the bow. All I would say is you do need to heat set your ink on this paper because it's a bit smooth. You do need to be a little careful. Ideally, stamp it, leave it overnight, and then come back to it, but heat setting will help. So those are our 3 cards for today. Sorry it's going up late, but as I say, had a real nightmare again this morning with things suddenly going wrong. So I've had to re-record it yet again. Note to self, don't let that happen next week. But there you go, simple, stepped up and stepped up again. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't already. Bottom right hand corner, if you want any of these supplies and you're in the UK, France, Germany, Austria or the Netherlands, you can shop with me just by clicking the link in the description bar below. Thank you very much indeed. Have a fantastic day, brilliant weekend, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!